Hey guys, so I finally finished the Edge of Darkness trilogy by Lee Rivers, and what an emotional roller coaster that was. I'm not gonna lie, on book one, I was disliking it a little bit just because of the lack of communication going on between the main characters and really just how cartoonish the villains felt at times. But by book two in the series, I did start to like it, and it did start to do it for me in a good way. I did want to share something that really stood out to me about this series, and that's how the author expertly handled this type of traumatic material. Lee Rivers captured something so real, something that happens to a lot of survivors, in my opinion. The whole trilogy reminded me of when someone goes through experiences so intense and unbelievable that when they survive, they almost become afraid to talk about it. Not because they don't want to, but just because it sounds almost like too unreal for anyone to believe. And that's exactly what this story felt like. It reads like someone's unbelievable past, which actually made it feel more believable to me. And as someone who's also survived trauma at like such an extreme level, it just reminded me of the over the top impossible moments that actually felt authentic in a way I didn't expect. There have been plenty of times where I went to share my story and it almost sounds so unbelievable. And that's what this book felt like a real person's trauma story. So, yeah, bravo. That was done really well, in my opinion. And of course, next, I had to pick up Psychotic Obsession because Tobias completely stole the show for me. He is the standout of the entire universe. And honestly, Psychotic Obsession could have been a standalone and still been one of the greatest books I've ever read. It was so good and it really left me wanting more. And even though I knew what to expect after reading Edge of Darkness, I just want that happy ending for him and Arya so bad. And even if it's wrong, I am like fully obsessed with Tobias. But yeah, I liked Edge of Darkness. Psychotic Obsession is just the one that I thought was better. And those are my thoughts. See you next time.